Welcome to the Charleston Marketing Podcast, powered by the Charleston American Marketing Association and broadcasting from our home at Charleston Radio Group. Thanks to CRG, we're able to talk with the movers and shakers of Charleston, from economy to art, from hospitality to tech, and everything in between. These leaders have made a home here in the Lowcountry. They live here, they work here, they make change here. Why? Let's talk about it.
Hello and welcome to the Charleston Marketing Podcast, powered by the Charleston American Marketing Association. We're here recording at the Charleston Media Solutions Studios, big supporters of CAMA. Got to give a shout out to Charleston's favorite DJ Jerry Feels Good with the beats. I don't know why I have to say it like that every time, but I do. With the beats at the beginning, thanks to all our supporters. Compton here, co-founder and president of RMBO Advertising, a creative digital production agency located here in Charleston and in Tampa Bay. And I'm also your incoming Charleston American Marketing Association president. I am excited to be joined by two guests today, all for myself. Sorry, Steph. I got Mara Fields and Emma Giglio. Nice. Emma, did I say that right?
You did.
Nice. Say hello, ladies.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for coming. Yeah. Mara is the events and communications manager for Lowcountry Local First. LLF advances economic prosperity and local ownership through innovative and inclusive initiatives that build our community's wealth and well-being. That's so poetic, Mara. Did you write that?
I did not. It was before my time.
Emma is the co-owner of GCM, an award-winning agency that shows small and medium-sized businesses how to save time, boost efficiency, and increase revenue by leveraging off-the-shelf AI. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thanks.
Crowd
Happy
goes
to be
wild.
Here.
So we were talking about how and why we were attracted to Lowcountry Local First. Emma, what was your attraction to it?
I'm pretty sure we met Steve, who used to be at Lowcountry Local First.
Steve Fletcher?
Yes, because we were, I think we were looking for a co-working space at the time, and that's how we discovered Lowcountry Local First.
What year was that?
It must have been in 2019.
We live parallel lives, I swear.
It was right when, so we moved to Charleston at the very end of 2018. And so fortunately, because of Zach's past of kind of doing work in the community and where we were living in Long Island at the time, we really kind of immersed ourselves in the community and membership organizations and everything like that in 2019. So in 2020, when COVID hit, we kind of had established ourselves. It set us up really well, actually. But anyway, we met Steve, and then I'm pretty sure Jordan, and we just fell in love with the mission of Lowcountry Local First and putting businesses first, and we've truly found that within all of, we've been members now for 4 years, I guess, 4 or 5 years. And it's just the people at Lowcountry Local First truly do put their businesses first, and not just, not just to support us as business owners and, helping us thrive in the community and to do well, but also personally, like last year, Zach and I and our family went through some horrible stuff, and Lowcountry Local First was there for us and just showed compassion and empathy, and that's the kind of organization that we want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that, right? Yeah. Well, and then that's what was the conversation in the green room was like, how do you recruit all these people that care so much, right? Like, what's the sauce there, How do you find the people that care enough to...
I think Lowcountry Local First definitely attracts people who care about this community. Like, before I joined the organization, I always said I was Charleston's cheerleader.
Okay.
I just love this community so much, and especially local businesses. Yeah. So I think it's just, I don't know, maybe there is some magic working that we all get attracted to this place, but I think Charleston's the best place to be.
I think you nailed it right there. And we are also Charleston's cheerleader, the Charleston American Marketing Association, the Charleston Podcast, because it's like a love story. Like, people just fall in love with this place, right? And then I guess the right type of people fall in love, and then they grow great organizations like yourself. Yeah. There's the answer, folks. All right. Podcast's over. Just kidding. I want to talk now, and we can get more into Lowcountry Local First and how you get involved later. But you have this awesome summit coming up called the Good Business Summit.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, we like to call it a business conference with soul. So it may not be your typical suit and tie conference.
It's not. It's
no.
not. No,
No,
but it's
it's not.
Yeah,
really
you
cool.
guys have both
Yes.
you've been a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Keep talking about it
Yeah.
though. Like, when did it start?
Yeah, so it started 12 years ago. This is my
12
third
years ago.
year working on the event, and my first year producing it. It's a one-day conference at the Charleston Music Hall. This year it is March 6th.
Mm-hmm.
The morning
up.
starts with there's a creative kickoff. So we have someone coming in to do some meditation and
Sarah
movement
Frick,
to,
right?
get
Yeah.
everything
She's
started.
awesome.
And then, she's the founder of The Works.
Mhm.
And there's a couple keynotes. There's lunch by Verde and then breakout sessions in the afternoon. And a happy hour at Share House is the kind of format of it. But it's a day to get out of your office or business and work on the big questions. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are we in business? What do we want to do? And what does business as a force for good mean to us?
What do you think, Emma? You
I-
guys did a panel, didn't you?
Well, we're doing. I think Zach did a panel.
Zach did a panel last year.
yes.
Yep, with George, right?
yes,
The
yeah.
AI business.
That's right.
Yep.
And then this year I'm moderating a panel called. What's it called? Purpose.
Aligning AI
Yes.
with values.
Yes,
purpose.
thank you.
first
First marketing
marketing.
in a digital world.
Nice.
Thank you. Aligning values with AI, purpose first marketing in a digital world. And moderating the panel, and we have some really, really cool panelists, experts in this area. But we have Michael Gasser from Squeeze Marketing.
Love Gasser.
Oh, really? I haven't
Love
met him.
He's been on the podcast as well.
Okay.
Yep.
okay.
So is Sarah. No, we did a coffee talk or a luncheon with Sarah Frick before. But
Yeah,
anyways,
she's
all
great.
these worlds kind of combined here in
Yeah.
Charleston.
And
right?
then we have Shanice.
Yeah, Shanice Cleckley.
From Melanin Innovations.
Yeah, and she lives in Lexington, so she's traveling
Okay.
to
Oh, wow.
come be at the summit.
So I haven't met her, but I have met Zach Streelman, who's the Chief Technology Officer of Rev Federal Credit Union.
Sure. Yeah.
He spoke at our
At the summit, right?
Yes,
at
at
the
A-
SMB.
our AI for SMBs
Yeah.
conference, and he's awesome, just very engaging.
He was cool.
knowledgeable, and just
That's
a
right.
really cool person.
You were there.
And I think that's kind of our experience having been at the Good Business Summit. It's just like really cool people who
Uh-huh.
want to do good, and they want to do good not just in their own businesses, but for the community as a whole. And it's just a wonderful vibe. Like
Mhm.
everyone has just been this like community feeling, but
Mhm.
where you have competitors in the room, but
Mhm.
everyone is just working towards the greater good, and it's
Taking
a really
ideas,
cool
everybody-
environment to be in.
It really is. A lot of note sharing going
Yes.
on. My favorite, honestly, was it's a bookstore. It was awesome, and it kept going. Right, it was super deep.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the last time I was in a bookstore? That wasn't a Barnes and Noble. I won't even
What?
say it.
You're good.
We'll bleep that out.
Blue Bicycle Book.
Blue
Go there.
Bicycle Books was amazing. Oh, what a cool book.
Or go to the
book shop.
Lowcountry Local First business directory.
Yeah.
You can find other bookstores or any other local shopping and dining needs
Wow.
or professional personal services.
What's the .com for that?
Lowcountrylocalfirst.org
Yeah.
will get you there, and
There you
then
go.
you can click on the business directory.
And so, how many businesses are in the business directory?
Right around 500.
So that was the number. Okay.
Yeah, but you can filter it by categories and geographic location.
Okay. Well, sorry. Going back to the Good Business Summit, not the Do Good Business Summit, the Good Business Summit. How do you curate these people? Where are they coming from? Are you getting people that want to be a part of it, and then who says no? And right? Is there a committee?
Yeah, so this was my first year kind of being involved in that process, which
Cool.
has been really fun. So the keynote speakers in the morning, we try to bring leaders from out of town. And then in the afternoon, we try to bring local folks together for
Okay.
different.
What's the strategy there? Why leaders from out of town?
Just to give us fresh ideas.
Love it.
There's people doing things other places
Yes.
that we want to
Exactly.
learn and grow from.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's what I was
so-
hoping for.
We do have two keynotes this year. One is from in town, but our one from out of town is Dr. Lakeisha Hallman.
Okay.
She's from Atlanta and started a store called the Village Retail in Pont City Market that she curated to bring Black businesses and entrepreneurs from across the country into her store, and then really grew it into a community from there where she's now educating and helping people start their own businesses in her community.
Cool.
So cool. Do you get a lot of people like that want to do these? Like, do you get a lot of, submissions for
Yeah,
panelists?
we do send out a submission for people to fill out, and, we look through those. But it just kind of depends. I think for the afternoon sessions, all year long, we ask businesses what their pain points are, what they're interested in learning, just kind of taking the vibes of maybe what people are interested in learning about. Like last year, we knew our AI breakout session was like one of the most well-attended ones.
Yeah,
so we're like, okay, well,
because Zach was there.
Keep going.
Yeah, because Zach
Gotta
was there.
keep
Oh,
going
George
with
was there
it.
too. George was there too.
Yes.
Both handsome men, by the way. Speaking of signing up for things and submitting for things, I found something on your website where you could get a marketing grant.
Yeah, we have right now going on a marketing momentum grant. Submissions may be closed by the time
I think they are.
this airs.
Unfortunately, but for next year.
But we do it every year,
Yeah.
and we are so grateful to our, marketing and different partners who agree to be a part of this program and offer support and resources to help in whatever way they need. Basically, how I think the process goes is you submit for the grant. There's a panel that reviews it.
Who submits? Who can submit for this? Marketers? Anybody?
A local independent business.
Okay.
And this year there was like a specification that you needed to have like an angle of where you are doing good for the community. And
oh, okay. That's cool. Like a
I
nonprofit,
think,
maybe?
I think Zach was like a mentor.
Yeah.
And he Peculiar Pig Farms was one of his.
Come again.
Peculiar Pigs is
Yeah, was one of the
Let's say it again.
Peculiar Pigs Farms.
Okay, what was that? What is that about?
it's a local
a big
business.
farm?
Yeah,
and they raise pigs, and
I love
they're a
it.
very cool company. Anyway, Zach was their mentor through this grant. I think it was through this
I think
program.
it depends what the business who's signing up for the grant wants, whether they want help with their website, whether they want a social media strategy, or whatever their need is. We try to help connect them
I
with
think
that.
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think that's amazing. And then talk about the co-work space, Mara. What's up
the
with that?
co-working space,
Yeah.
Local Works. Last year, it celebrated its 10th year. Right now, we're up on King Street Extension. It's a really affordable place with like limited, like there's no contracts for people when they want to sign up to be with us.
But you gotta be a member.
You don't have to be a member.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
You do get a discounted rate if you are a member.
Yes, of course.
But it's just a great place to work. We have a lot of other businesses in there that work with us. We have locally roasted coffee, some great conference rooms.
Okay. You sold me
Yeah.
on the coffee.
Come check it out.
And just a lot of cool businesses that work out of there. You can network with those businesses.
Yeah.
Do you have like a weekly or monthly events that happen out of there? Maybe some lunch and learns?
We maybe once a year
Mhm.
host an event ourselves in the space, but we do open it up so a lot of other people will come in to use our space
Nice.
for events or workshops, or just to rent out the conference room.
What don't you guys do for small businesses then? Like where do you see the need, or where do you see a void we could fill?
That's a great question, and we should find an answer so that we can start filling that need. I wonder.
That's probably the hardest question I've ever asked,
Yeah.
Mara. In all 20-some episodes of podcasts, that was probably the best question
What
I've
does
ever.
the small business community need?
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Yeah. So, but you know what I mean? Like, you guys touch all the aspects
Yeah.
of businesses.
We represent lots of different industries and ages and stages of business.
Mhm.
So compared to another membership organization that supports all businesses, small and large, and change and everything, we really are able to give help to, like the Francis Marion Hotel, who's been in business for 100 years, we're going to give the same effort to someone coming in who maybe hasn't even started their business yet and wants to get training for it. So we do have a program called Good Enterprises and the Community Business Academy, which we've graduated about 300 people from.
What is this now?
The Community Business Academy.
Ooh, say more.
It's a 13-week program where you can come in. It's for traditionally overlooked entrepreneurs, and it's a 13-week program that gives you all the training and resources you need to start your business. And then after that, you're a part of Lowcountry Local First and can continue to have that support. And
so the support has a cost to it. Tell me it's not free.
It is a reduced rate.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very affordable.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that, Emma?
I did not. That is
You've
very
been
cool.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. That's great. I wonder if the listeners know that. Because there's a lot of solopreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of and a lot of college aged listeners as well. A lot of kids from Charleston Southern and the College of Charleston and Trident. And I want to keep them here, right? We want to keep the talent here. Yeah. So that's a huge way of helping that out. Thank you for doing that, Mara. You didn't even know. I was so excited about that, did you? It's true. We got to keep, retain this talent. Like yourself, where are you from? You from here?
I'm from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
So you kind of are from the Low Country.
Yeah. I'm definitely a Low Country gal. And I've been in Charleston since 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's been a while too. Mm-hmm. Over 10 years. I can do some math, roughly. So why did you choose to live here in Charleston then, Mara?
I wanted to stay close to the water. I wanted to stay in state, stay pretty close to home so I can still visit family.
Nice.
And I just fell in love with it once I got here. I knew I didn't kind of want to go to a bigger football-driven school. This was more
what do you mean?
Kind of artsy.
What do you mean?
Some people like football. I don't know. It's not necessarily my jam. I didn't need to align myself. The bigger schools.
Right. Good for you.
Unpopular.
What school did you go to?
No.
College of Charleston.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My buddy his daughter is thinking about going there. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, if it's not a part of your plan, like if you're like probably not gonna, like you don't want her to go here, don't visit.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right.
See ya.
Bye.
That's exactly right.
Do you know what I mean? Don't visit because
Yeah.
she's gonna fall in love with it, and then you're gonna fall in love with
Yep.
it, and because this place is dope.
Yeah.
It is.
Especially down there. Like, did you probably stay on campus?
Oh yeah, I lived downtown for a long time.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm jealous. I found North Mount Pleasant, North 41, where the traffic flows like mayonnaise.
Everywhere the traffic's getting bad.
But there's traffic everywhere. Okay, this is the Charleston
I will
love
say that
story.
the traffic's
okay?
grown in the past 12 years.
I'm sure. I am 100% sure. Yeah. Sorry, the Cumyas have come.
Yes,
okay.
we're a come.
We like you guys.
Yeah. Emma.
We said we should shut the gates once we got here.
Once you got in.
Now we need to shut the gates.
I know, right? Where did you guys land, Emma?
So we're in Somerville.
Somerville, sure. Oh, what a growing, cool city that is.
It is very cool. We bought our house at the end of 2018. We actually bought the house unseen.
Love that.
Wow.
Yeah. I was the same, actually.
Yes.
I didn't see my house before I bought it.
Yes. And
My wife did,
we had a new friend who she owns an Airbnb in Somerville, and we had her do like a drive-by to just kind of check it out and scope out the neighborhood. And it is a totally different place to when we bought 5 years ago, or almost 6 years ago now. It is even just the family, like the people in our neighborhood is all like young families now. And when we moved there, it was a lot of retirees and older people. And
cashed out.
Obviously as we have a young family, so it really fits for us. And then downtown Somerville has just completely transformed. I mean, we have some of the best restaurants there now that you don't even need to drive all the way down to Charleston. Like we have it right there. So it's awesome. I love it. And like the business community down there is thriving too.
Yeah.
And we have, the Somerville Chamber of Commerce does great work for businesses there. very cool.
They really do a great job, the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
We pay attention to them. I'm on the marketing chair for the Mount Pleasant Chamber of Commerce too. And the Somerville is always that North Star. Like, they're just doing something right up there.
Yeah, they are.
Are you
And I
part of
think
that, Emma? Are you on the committees?
We're members of the Chamber of Commerce, and we've done a few workshops like on AI.
Yeah.
For,
You guys are members
yeah.
about everything, aren't you?
I mean, we actually used to be members of a lot, and then we've kind of filtered down into the ones that we really add. Like Lowcountry Local First has added tremendous value for us. So we'll be lifetime. We're lifetime members
Nice.
of Lowcountry Local First for sure.
Charleston Marketing Association. That eventually we'll get on board.
What, us?
Emma and the Giglio.
Well, we're not really. I mean,
you're supporters.
We're AI.
You're supporters.
And we're kind of we've kind of shifted from our marketing focus. So that's
you did.
why.
And you did, and talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk a little bit about AI and what do you think the future of that looks like in your panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do it now?
Yeah, go for it. GCM originally started as a marketing company, right?
We were Giglio Communications and Marketing. I actually founded the business a long time ago. It started as a social media marketing company, which actually was Emma Giglio Consulting, where it was in Babylon, New York, and I started the business just by knocking on doors and asking companies if they wanted to have a social media person help them with their social media, and built the business that way.
No,
and then
didn't you knock on the door and leave with a job? Because Zach told the story on his episode. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to have Emma on. Here she is.
Yeah, no, I went. It happened one time, and it was the last time. But it was a very good story. I went in. It was a pizza shop.
What decade? Or where? 2010 now, or where are we? I don't want to date you too much because you're not as old as I
am. Around then,
right.
A little bit later than that.
Sure.
And yeah, I walked into the pizzeria and asked to see the owner. Sat down with him in his tiny little office upstairs, the pizza shop.
Oh,
told him about what I wanted to do for his business, and he was like, "All right." And I left with a signed contract. It was amazing.
Love that.
Yeah, and now he's a great friend. Which most of those Main Street businesses, I think was something that was incredibly special in that time. Was that the businesses were all like, I was at the pulse of seeing like what the strategies I was implementing, how it was actually affecting business. As we grew. And Zach and I kind of combined forces of his like PR, more corporate communication side. We started getting much larger clients, and then to actually see the return of the work that we were doing becomes a lot tougher when it's bigger companies. But it was awesome. It was really awesome. Anyway, so we were. Zach and I decided to join our skill sets, and we incorporated as Giglio Communications and Marketing in May of 2020.
Good timing.
COVID, yeah. It was the same month we had our first child.
Oh, boy.
So it was busy.
Aw.
And then we, had a really thriving communications and marketing. We were a full comms and marketing agency.
Award-winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we actually
you won the Small Business Award, didn't you?
Well, that was for our AI work.
Oh, okay.
So we became GCM, where we're just focusing on AI. Basically, what happened was ChatGPT came out in November 22. And I think Zach told you the story when he was on the podcast, but I'll say it
probably
again.
sounds better with you coming.
And so we sit in at a desk, and we sit opposite each other, and he had ChatGPT open, and then I had it open, and there was just this like moment where we looked at each other and we were like, this changes everything.
Yep.
And with, the kind of fit of communications and using AI for marketing, it's a very kind of natural fit. And because that was our, area of expertise, we were just like, this is going to change everything for our industry.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we started learning everything there was to know about it. We took courses. And then what we found was that a lot of the conversation around AI was either very philosophical, like how AI is going to change the world, or was super technical. But we were hearing that AI can really help businesses and help you across, different workflows. And we were like, but how? Like, tell us how.
Right.
And no one was. So
Nobody
we're
has
like,
the
we'll
answer.
do it.
Yeah.
So we'll do it. So we pivoted everything to focus on how businesses like ours can use AI across administrative tasks, across sales, across comms. And that's kind of how we pivoted.
But specifically for small to medium-sized businesses, right?
Specifically for small and medium.
Because nobody's talking to them.
No. I mean, this technology was available for many years for very large enterprise companies.
Yeah.
And now we all have access to it. And it is incredibly powerful technology. And it's truly what we believe to be kind of a level of the playing field between small and medium businesses and big companies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is LLF taking on AI?
Yeah, we started taking on AI after we went to GCM's AI for Small to Medium Businesses
That's
conference.
Right. Yes.
What month was that?
That was
September?
September.
Last
Yeah.
September.
We
I remember
plan
it
on
well.
doing it again this year, but we're going to do it earlier.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for dates.
It was
good.
amazing. So whatever day after the summit is when I started using AI.
So
Awesome.
that was September 18th.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Because
Yeah,
September
mine
17th
It was your birthday.
was my birthday,
Oh,
and I was
yes.
emceeing the
Yeah,
event.
yeah, I remember
Did a
that.
terrible job emceeing the event.
You did not.
Oh
my
You
gosh,
did
it
not
was
do
terrible.
a terrible job.
We had fun though,
Yes.
because it was a
lot
great
of fun.
event. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
You said it's to be determined when the next date for that one is?
It will be earlier in the year. So coming up, but I'm not releasing the dates just yet.
Okay. All right.
Hush.
All right. Well, when it comes, then you gotta tell us first.
Yes,
Because,
for
hot
sure.
off the presses.
For sure.
I mean, we're not that type of show. Matthew. Going back to LLF, localizing your business. How does one go by doing that?
There's a lot of ways. There is a resource on our website. If you type in Lowcountry Local First, localize your business, it'll pull up a page that'll kind of go over all the different areas of your business that you can choose to localize, whether you want to get someone locally who does your payroll, if you want to get your office supplies locally, or the coffee you roast in the office. There's a lot of different ways you can make changes, and every one of those dollars shifted goes back more into our community.
So this is a resource database, if you will, of local companies that somebody can use as vendors or products or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Services.
Yeah. All across the board. In terms of your business, I was about to say, like, you can get your nails done locally, but that doesn't
I
have
don't
to do
get my
with
nails
your
done.
business.
I got beautiful,
Yeah.
natural, beautiful nails.
It's funny.
Thanks for laughing, Emma. So can anybody utilize that database?
Yeah. Open
That's
to
really
all.
neat. Okay, that's really cool. And then how do you get onto that database? Is by becoming a member.
Yes, to be on the business directory.
Correct.
Those are-
Beyond that,
those
because
are
that would be a
members.
nice little resource for a
Yeah.
new business coming into
Mhm.
town, headquartered here in Charleston, right? Because
Yeah.
that's another preference that you have to have, right? Like you have
Yes.
to. What is that? And what are all the other little preferences that you? Am I saying preferences? You know what I'm trying to say.
Parameters.
The
Parameters.
criteria for being local
Yes.
businesses.
Thanks, Emma.
You're welcome.
There are a few, like you mentioned, you have to be headquartered locally, and you have to be able to, make decisions for your business.
Mhm.
Like, you can't be a franchise where, even if you're located here, if you can't say, oh, hey, I want to change my logo or change something about my storefront, and there's someone somewhere else in another state, another country, who's
Mhm.
like, no, you can't do that, then you're not really local.
So you have to have your own LLC. You have to have a headquarter here. Is there a revenue
Nope.
limit
Mm-mm.
max? No. Sort of.
Just
What other parameters?
the 7 or 8 counties of the Low Country
Okay.
to be headquartered there.
Super cool. Man, I was really looking forward to this because Steve did a great job, right? But Steve he talks, man. He goes on tangents.
He's
he can
great,
talk about
yeah,
anything
yeah.
and we laugh all day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But we got a lot more notes out of this one, I think, Mara. Thank you.
Well,
very
thank you.
much.
I'm happy to be here.
So, kind of putting a nice little wrap around our conversation, I'm going to shoot you guys something that I just came up with.
Oh, great.
Oh, God. I'm putting myself out there right now, right? And I just came up with it on the way here. And it was going to be I'm thinking about adding it to my intro or outro, maybe my outro. And it's something like, Charleston is a marketer's playground. Right? It's a city small enough to get things done, yet big enough to make change.
I totally agree.
Huh?
I think
Did
that's
everybody
awesome.
get goosebumps, or am I the only one?
Very good. Very
Yeah, probably. I didn't really get goosebumps,
Very
but I was
good.
just shooting.
Very
Yeah?
good. Yes.
All right. I wonder if there's something else I can add to that. You know what I mean? But that's the kind of vibe that we have here, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
people care, people with heart.
Uh-huh.
What wakes you up in the morning and keeps you working there?
Yeah, I'm super excited about like our 2 signature events of the year, which is the Good Business Summit and Chef's Potluck.
Another good one.
Chef's
Yeah.
Potluck
Yeah,
is
it's a good
another one.
Very good
Yes,
one. Yeah.
we do have a date for that, so it's May 18th at
Okay.
the Porter Room at Holy City Brewing. But we bring together, about 20 local restaurants, and we pair them with fishers, farmers, purveyors from around town.
Cool.
And so it's like a mini wine and food where you can get like the most hyper local dishes and drinks, entertainment. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, man, I got to go to that.
Yeah.
You mentioned wine and food. You guys are partnering with them too, aren't you? Didn't you do something?
Yes. So if you do want to get your Good Business Summit ticket
Yes.
before February 10th, you'll be entered to win 2 tickets to the Culinary Village's Sunday Local Edition.
That's a pretty cool
Yeah.
partnership.
Yeah.
Was that your idea, Mara?
No, it wasn't.
You can take it if you
No,
want.
yeah. But yeah, my favorite part of my job is getting to work with like the coolest business owners in town. And
Aw.
every
You
event I
didn't
put
include
on.
you in that, Emma.
She looked
I
at me.
gestured. I
She did
gestured.
look at you.
Yeah.
She definitely didn't look at me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just so many amazing people. So every time I'm putting together an event, and once it comes to fruition and I'm in that room and all these great people are here, I'm like, this is what it's all about. And you
Right.
see everyone making those connections, and those connections just continue to carry on through the life of the business. And
Love it.
It's cool.
Love it. Emma, what are you excited about the future in Lowcountry
Um,
Local and the good business?
I think I just am amazed by the ongoing growth that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the traffic, so there's obviously that side of it, but there's
Traffic
really
everywhere.
there is traffic everywhere. But it really is it is a testament to organizations like Lowcountry Local First that we're bringing in businesses who want to do well and do good and kind of build this ecosystem. And even, when we're talking about AI and tech, I really do believe we're becoming that kind of tech hub with the amount of companies that are starting up and growing. And I think one of your questions that you haven't asked me, at least you haven't asked me yet, was
Fire
about
away.
women in tech.
Yes.
And,
yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
There's a number of incredible organizations that are kind of cultivating that for women in our communities. Like I think it's just called Women in Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm speaking on a panel for the Carolina Women in Computing
Okay.
at the College of Charleston. And then there's a number of others, but anyway, it's just a testament to how there's just so much growth and
Yeah.
potential, and people are seeing that and wanting to be based here. And that's an awesome place to be. There's so many
I agree.
states where people are leaving and they're settling here, and that's
Mm-hmm.
really cool.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
best. Other women thriving based organizations thrive. Rise.
Yes.
Mount Pleasant Chamber
Mhm.
has one called Rise. It's the year of the woman in my eyes. Let's go 2025.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good.
but Charleston's
We've got
full
this.
of outgoing. I just said that this morning. I had a meeting with a marketer for a bank, female, new to town. I'm like, you need to join AMA because you're going to find like-minded people.
Mhm.
There's a lot of smart humans here.
Actually, I
But
spoke
a
with
lot of
someone
women.
yesterday
A lot of women.
it's called like-minded Charleston.
Ooh.
also, about women business owners and networking and resources. And they're having a whole month actually in March focused on AI. So I'm doing something with them, but there's so many doing really cool things.
Very cool things.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk to all of them. I do. So connect me, Emma, with
Okay, I will.
that one. What is it called again?
Like-Minded Charleston. Her
Love
name's
it.
Angel.
Okay.
The one leading it. Yeah.
Well,
she's
we're
very
in
cool.
heaven.
Yes.
We're at our studio, so
Yes.
she'll fit
Yes,
right in.
there we go.
That's weird. Anyways.
It looks quite like a playground, a marketer's playground.
Oh, Mara.
Yeah.
There you go. Knuckles. Love it. So, thanks for joining me, you guys. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Sorry we missed Jordan, but Mara, you stepping in. Hit a home run for sure.
She sure did.
I'm sure Jordan's busy anyways. Whatever, too busy.
She's with the mayor.
I knew it had to be something big.
Yeah.
If she's missing me, it must
Yeah.
have been the mayor. I'm the future mayor anyways. All right, folks. Mara, thank you. How do we get a hold of you? Is your give me your cell phone number and your social security. No, like your tagline or handles, social handles, or
Yeah, you can find me if you go on our website, lowcountrylocalfirst.org.
Mhm.
I have a little bio there, and then my email is my name, mara@lowcountrylocalfirst.org.
Lovely. Emma,
And then,
how do we get a
definitely follow us, Low Country Local, on social media.
Yes.
Yes, and that's the handle is at Low Country Local.
Mhm.
Cool. Emma, how do we get a hold of you?
You can get hold of me through my.
You can't. You can't. Don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, do you have to? No.
No, you don't.
LinkedIn. I'm just LinkedIn, Emma Giglio, and then GCM is Who Is GCM on Instagram, LinkedIn, and whoisgcm.com.
Awesome. Super talented folks on the brink of AI and super talented folks on the brink of growing Charleston. Thanks for all you do, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Before we leave, we need to thank our sponsors, the Charleston Media Solutions Studios. Sorry, I had to say that really long because it changed from the Charleston Radio Group to now the Charleston Media Solutions Studios. It's the Solution Studios part that gets me, I think. You know what? Don't forget about Jerry Feelgood. Feels good with the beats. All right. He's the man downtown. And if you want to sponsor or be a guest on our show, reach out to us at podcast@charlestonama.org, and we'll get back to you. Thanks for being with us today, Charleston. Until next time.